Bacardi Cup enthusiasts gathered in Florida once again to battle it out for one of sailing's most prestigious trophies. Veterans and newcomers mixed it up for a shot at the silverware, the honour and the glory. This fixture in the sailing calendar has been attracting top-level competition and glamorous after-parties for 93 years in the iconic Star keelboat. 130 sailors turned up to compete in their traditional big fleet format, with one big race per day around the crystal blue waters of Biscayne Bay.
Welcome to the 93rd edition of the Bacardi Cup Regatta. Looking forward to sailing in some of the most ideal conditions that we can ever get here in Biscayne Bay.
For the Stars and their 93rd Bacardi event, skippers and crew tuned in to the briefing at the fabulous Coral Reef Yacht Club. It's interesting to see a sailing class bucking the trend to stick with one long day. Current world champion Mateusz Kazimierz was here for the ultimate star competition after his world title, with a goal to achieve.
This race with sailing with Bruno Prada from Brazil. We have a lot of fun and enjoyment, but we take it seriously. My goal for this year is first of all to enjoy, but perform better than the last year. And I finished second last year, so you know, whatever.
The Bacardi Cup kicked off with a beautiful and typical Biscayne Bay day, which saw the 65 boats get underway in a southeasterly breeze of about 16 knots. The O'Leary brothers from Ireland showed instant form to take line honours on day one. At the end of the opening race day, that renowned Bacardi hospitality was in full swing, with the sailors invited to a piece of this iconic brand's history, the Bacardi building, where they were able to taste the finest flavours from the rum experts. History and tradition are important to this regatta, which has delivered epic competition and world-renowned winners down the years.
After so many years of doing the Bacardi Cup and Bacardi Invitational, I think it's become part of our lives. We finish one event and we immediately start planning the next one. It's what we do. It's like working with our family, the Star Class, Bacardi. It's wonderful. We love it, and we are going to do it for many more years.
This year, the 65-boat fleet delivered a spectacular show in front of Miami's gleaming modern towers. Kazimierz and Bruno Prada won the second and third day's races in a dominating way. One of the top names turning up again here was Miami-based local hero, Augie Diaz.
I started sailing when we came from Cuba in 1964. I started at the Clearwater Optimist Pram Club in Clearwater, Florida, and it was a very lucky thing for me, because in Cuba I was a swimmer, and so when we came to the United States, my family couldn't afford to put me in swimming team, so I got to go sailing. And I've pretty much sailed snipes all my life. I sailed very hard till about 1986. And then I stopped sailing for 13 years. I didn't sail because my kids were of an age where I was doing a lot of things with them, little leaguing and such. And then in 1999, I started sailing again in earnest, and I haven't stopped since then sailing hard. So I've been sailing for a lot of years, and really it's been a blessing for me to be able to sail as much as I have.
The Star has been working hard to attract the next generation, and the theme of combining a seasoned pro with a younger hotshot was exemplified by the pairing of round-the-world winning skipper and America's Cup veteran Paul Cayard with Pedro Truche.
When I was a kid, Paul was like a bad guy because he had a big mustache. It looked like Captain Hook for me. In the Optimus, I started to watch the America's Cup, 2000, Louis Vuitton. So, and also we already have the Volvo. Paul already won once. It's an honor for me to sail with him because I grew up watching him and now I can sail with him. So it's unbelievable. It's a dream, like a dream.
On day 4 in Miami, the Bacardi Cup broadened out to even more sailors with a welcome to the Bacardi Invitational Regatta. This meant it was opening day for 7 more classes to circle Biscayne Bay with their sailing skills and enthusiasm. Among the new classes were the impressive One Design J70 and Melges 24 fleets, the extreme Vipers and VX1 dinghies, and the high-end Windfoil and Cabrina AV8 classes. With world and continental champions taking part, competition was top class. Miami's wonderful Shake a Leg Centre acted as host club for the Bacardi Invitational Regatta.
Shake a Leg, our mission is to use the water as a way to help people with disabilities and wounded soldiers develop the confidence and independence so that they can live a full life. So we've made this place fully accessible. Now Bacardi brings in the top sailors from around the globe. And so our people with disabilities see them doing their sailing on these high-tech boats, and it's inspirational. So everyone benefits, and I think the sailors are seeing these people with disabilities getting out on the water, and they're saying, wow, you know, that's good. Maybe I can do that back in our community.
This meant an extra 542 sailors were all set to fill Biscayne Bay with their sails for a wider competition for the rest of the week. Medium winds delivered excellent sailing conditions on the 4th and 5th days of the regatta, allowing the sailors to fly around the bay.
I think the Melges fleet is a very good level. There are a lot of good sailors.
It's looking a little light, but should be good fun out there. We'll see. It's a good fleet, so we'll see how we end up.
Most of the favorites are there and are willing to win the cup. And we wish them all the best, and we also will try our best.
The compact J70 and Melges fleets delivered spectacular tactical battles for the podium spots. In VX1 and Viper classes, agility and technique was key for the win. Windfoils and Cabrina AV8 were on full speed. The J70s crowned Eat, Sleep, J Repeat as the champion, being the fastest since day 1, while in the Melges 24s, USA 820 reigned by scoring 4 bullets in total. For the Vipers, USA 293 took the first spot, while in the VX1 fleet, Send It was the best this year. In the ultra-fast foiling classes, Gabrielle Brown and Damien Leroy won the Open Windfoil and Cabrina AV8 classes respectively.
It is great fun for us to come racing out here, and to win is even better. A 10-year-old Bacardi rum on top of the other stuff is perfect. It's great.
In the star class, Kuznilovic and Prada continued their domination of the 93rd Bacardi Cup with a race to spare. An extraordinary achievement, while Diaz and Björning sat on the second podium step, followed by Mejerby and Revkind in third.
It's a great feeling. It's one of the championships that we miss in our collection. Yeah. So we are super happy to win this event.
I don't know if it gives me the most satisfaction to win the regatta or to win it that way. We really enjoy sailing this week.
Bacardi finished their 93rd regatta in style at the prize giving. This really is a gold standard in sailboat racing and regattas. Here's to the 94.